Hey guys, this is Chris back with another video, and today we're gonna be looking at one of the most popular already built quad released in the last couple months, and that's the iFlight Nazgul 5. This is the 4S version. There's also a 6S version, but I don't own any 6S batteries yet, so I got this one. It turns out that people have been saying pretty good things about this quad, so I'm gonna be showing you what's inside the box, what's the configuration in BetaFlight. Also, I'm gonna show you some flight footage, and I also did a little comparison between how much you would spend on buying this guy already built versus buying the parts and building something yourself. And it turns out that the price is very competitive. So if you don't want to be building it yourself, you just want to go out there and fly, this might be a very good option for you. So yeah, let's go into the unboxing and show you everything else about this guy. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, so here we have some props. 5140, so 8 props. This is a nice packaging. I like it. I mean, just take a look at this. Looks pretty neat. So what we got here is the OSD menu board. You can connect it to your camera and change the OSD settings for your flight controller. What we got here? Oh, a bunch of screws. That's good. A bunch of spares, some stickers. Antenna mount. Well, the antenna protector for the XM Plus. This one came with the XM Plus. I had to add like $10 to make it bind and flight, so it will come with the XM Plus. An additional strap. Looks like a very good strap. What we got here? Battery pads. Feels pretty good. Yep. That's it for the accessories. Let's take a look. What do we have here? Okay, so definitely feels like a solid build, pretty good quality. Yeah, look at those motors. Look beautiful. These are the 2207, 2750 kV. Looks pretty good. Like, it has a lot of TPU protection in each motor. Also here for the antenna here. Build quality looks pretty good. Let me see if I can focus a little bit better. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Let's start with the stack. Let me focus a little bit. Okay, there we go. Here we have the iFlight 4-in-1 ESC plus flight controller stack, 30 by 30. And this is a pretty good stack. I actually have this stack in another one of my builds. Here I have it on a TBS Source 1 frame. It's a pretty good stack, has a lot of filtering, so pretty good stack there. Just the stack is like $55 and it's a premium stack, and that's a pretty good deal already. On top of the stack we have a VTX. I have no idea what VTX that is. Might be from iFlight, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna double check on that one. As I mentioned, we have the Sing or Ching, I don't know how to pronounce that. Let me focus here. We have the 2207, 2750 kV motors. Pretty good quality, they look amazing. We also have the Cadex Ratel here. Some people love it, some people hate it. I still have to try it. Also, they put the XM Plus here. I don't know if you will be able to see it, but they mounted it on the top plate. It's pretty smart actually. You can see that the TPU mount has like a little bit, like a space to put the receiver there, so that's pretty smart. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the build. I'm gonna be showing you what's on BetaFlight, and I'm gonna mount my GoPro here to show you a little bit of flight footage. But honestly, it looks pretty good. It looks like a solid build. Love the motors, love all the protection that the motors have. So yeah, looks pretty good. Okay guys, so here we are in the BetaFlight window. Let's see what we have here. Setup, everything looks good. Gyroscope working well. So we have 3 UARTs that are being used. We have the VTX that is IRC tramp, and we have 2 available UARTs to use for whatever you want. D-Shot 600, 5.5. It's interesting that the motors are reversed, so we just need to be aware of that for whenever we need to position the props in the quad. Looks good, looks good. I'm gonna be changing this just now. The arming, I wanna be able to arm at any angle. Everything looks good. Looks good. S-Bots, because we have an XM Plus. Everything looks normal. Just gonna save my settings real quick. Power and battery, your typical. Here you can see that they did some work with the PIDs, and people say that this guy flies pretty well. We'll have to see about that. Default rates, BetaFlight rates, 667 for the degrees per second. I always like adding a little bit of throttle expo, but well, you know, never mind, because I want to try the defaults on this guy, so I'm not gonna make any changes here. I want to see how it flies without any changes. The receiver, I'm gonna configure this real quick. So I'm gonna connect the battery. I already bind the transmitter to the XM Plus. I'm just gonna connect the battery real quick. And here we have the RSSI, channel 12. So we just need to enable it here, channel 12. Yeah, everything looks good. Let me see these things. Okay. I'm gonna set that. I have a little bit of deadpan there. Yeah, we're good on that one. Well, I'm gonna set this up real quick for me so I can use it. Well, in the meantime, we can go to the OSD. This is the default OSD. Has all the useful information, pretty much everything that I usually put on my OSD. That looks good. Yeah, I'm just gonna rearrange this real quick. You can also add some LED strips to your quad, and it already comes prearranged with those. So that's pretty neat. That's pretty much it. I'm just gonna put in my numbers here, and I'm gonna go to the field. Hey guys, so here we are in the park. I'm not sure what happened to the audio on my GoPro, so I'm just gonna do a voiceover on this video. But basically I'm just doing a hover test here, a little bit of line of sight, not too much. But yeah, here I'm using a 4S 1500 milliamperes battery. It has a discharge rate of 100C, so it's pretty much the typical build that you would have on your quad. Here you can see me doing a little bit of flips and a punch out to the front. I felt like it was feeling a little bit weird, but I remember that it didn't enable air mode. I usually have air mode enabled in all my quads,
So it just made it feel a little bit different. But let me tell you that the flight, line of sight, and FPV, it's pretty smooth. Really like the motors. It's very responsive, so I really really liked it. So yeah, here you see me doing a couple flips. I really liked it. Those are some tiny punch, and here I punch it to the sky, so we will see. It was pretty quick. Uh, in my opinion, it was honestly very quick, especially for being the 4S version and not the 6S. So I'm very happy, at least with line of sight. It could definitely use some LEDs because it was pretty hard for me to keep track of it, especially with the color of the propellers that it comes with. They are all gray, so there's no way to keep track of this guy doing line of sight. But yeah, we should head into the FPV video portion of this. Okay, so here we get into the FPV flying portion of the video. Um, the quad feels great, honestly. The flying is very smooth. And if you feel like the camera feels a little bit weird or my flying looks a little bit weird, it's mainly because I didn't activate air mode. I usually have air mode on all my quads, so that's why it might feel a little bit different. But overall, it flies great. It's pretty fast, actually. People say that it's better for freestyle, but I think that it's fast enough. Not for races, um, but if you want to practice racing with this quad, I think it will be fine. If you don't have the budget to buy a racing quad. I mean, for the price, this guy is a champ. Oh, talking about price, I'm gonna show you right now a picture of the comparison of what it would cost you to buy this guy bind and flight versus buying the spare parts um, and building something similar yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna put the numbers, but if I remember well, I paid $170 for this guy, and if you wanted to build something similar like this, it would run you about $220. So I think it's a great value proposal, especially if you don't want to be building more quads, because personally I'm a little bit tired of having to build my quads all the time. I just want to go out there and fly, but it's just part of it. Um, oh, here I crashed with a branch and nothing happened, everything was perfect. But let me tell you that the VTX was pretty good. I was using the VTX on 200 milliwatts here. I didn't get any DVR footage, but let me tell you that it was great. It didn't have too much noise on it, if it had any noise on it. So great VTX. I still don't know if it's from iFlight, but you can set the VTX to output up to 600 milliwatts, if I'm right. Here I was using 200. But that's pretty much it. Like, it's honestly a really good quad for $170. I don't think you can go wrong. And I think here I crashed to that tree. My bad. But yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I really recommend this quad. It's great. So I might leave a link in the description below. So yeah, that's it for today, and happy flight, guys.